Okay, so we are with Abina Nyakun, a Ghanaian American. Am I right? Would you say you're a Ghanaian American or you're an American Ghanaian?
I guess if I'm in Ghana, the type of Ghanaian that I am is an American Ghanaian. If I'm in America, the type of American I am is a Ghanaian American. So it can go either way depending on which country I'm in, but I'm a dual citizen.
So you have Ghanaian and American citizenship, and you grew up predominantly in America.
I grew up predominantly in America, but I've lived in Ghana for the past 4 years. But I did live in Ghana when I was a young child, and I have a large sum of my family here in Ghana. So I think I'm a bit of both.
Okay. Yes, I wanted to talk to you about the Obama phenomenon, and maybe we can do some relation to Ghanaian issues as well.
Okay.
What is the significance of the election of Obama to you?
Okay, I guess I have to go back in time to my childhood. Growing up in the United States, I mean, if somebody told me, oh, are we ever going to ask me the question, are we going to ever have a black president? I can guarantee you, my answer would be yes, one day, maybe after my lifetime. And I thought that was soon. I would never have guessed. I would never have foreseen. There's no way I would have ever thought that at 30 I would be seeing a black president enter the White House. That
so beyond the racial issue, what is the significance for you?
That's one. Another thing too is I think it represents a huge. The Obama phenomenon, I think, represents a huge change in the mindset of American people. I think up until now, Americans haven't. Well, when I was growing up, and I say up until a few years ago, well, before George Bush came into office, I don't think many people really cared about what was going on outside of the world. It's kind of like things happen around the world. People feel some way about America. America's imperialist, but who cares? We are the greatest country in the world. But I think with the Bush regime, people started really questioning our supremacy as a country, and really started thinking to themselves, wow, America's role is making an impact in a negative way in the world, and it's not giving us the best image that we want. And I think,
did you feel, because you can easily be taken for an African American, not Ghanaian American at all, have you felt any anti-Americanism here in Ghana?
Ghanaians are very non-violent people and generally peaceful people. But you can tell that there's certain attitudes about your interests. If you say, oh, I like it like this, or I want my things done on time, oh yeah, that's the American in you. As for that, it's the American side of you, and it's said in a way that is distasteful. You can tell that people have a bit of resentment overall with the things that represent Americans. Although people in Ghana do like American culture, and they like being a part of America, and they wish to go to America, but they definitely resent a lot of the American policies towards, immigration and things like that. So I would say that it's not so overt in Ghana, but if you listen to the news, if you watch what Americans go through around the world, you can really see that the image of America has been tainted. People don't have the most positive things to say about America's role in various world events, and America's position, the position America takes, America's policies. People don't have positive things to say. There's an image, there's a negative image.
So you think that beyond the racial issue, Obama represents an important, let's say, ideological difference as well?
Definitely, yes, there's some ideological difference, and also just a paradigm shift in the mind of people. Now, he has American people thinking about their specific responsibility to the growth of the country. Most Americans have lived in their own little bubble, very individualistic.
A new Kennedy, a new Jack Kennedy.
In a way, but even more so, I think. Just really representing the fact that, I am going to be responsible as a president, and I want you all to be responsible as people. I can't do it by myself. We all have to do it together. I think Obama, the way he speaks with that urgency for responsibility. He speaks with a certain attitude that demands for everyone to follow suit. If your leader is talking about being personally responsible for the nation, taking personal responsibility for the rights and the wrongs, and then also asks you to do the same in order for you to see a change in your world, you do it. And I think that is the change that I'm seeing. I also see that he really wants the American...
Were you able to vote in the election?
Yes, I did vote through absentee ballot.
And I assume you voted for Obama.
I did vote for Obama.
How did you celebrate the inauguration? Were you at the Du Bois Center?
I was not at the Du Bois Center.
Was that a bit disappointing?
That I wasn't there?
Yeah.
I'm not disappointed that I wasn't there.
Okay, how did you celebrate it?
I spent the whole day at work just talking about it, which was great. And then I went to one of my colleagues' house where several of my colleagues were together. Everybody white except me and an Indian co-worker. And we all
teach at the Lincoln School.
I teach at Lincoln School, which is an international school, so our teachers come from all over the world. So we had British teachers there, American teachers there, Indian teachers there.
It might still be correct to say the Lincoln School is especially associated with America.